offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And an Eagle first down.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
At the 4-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 1-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Darrell. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going deep down this side. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did the homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give to Barkley, left side. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Now pitch it to Barkley, and his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards. And an Eagles first down. A 4-yard pickup.
First down throwing for Hurts.
First down for Philadelphia.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
This one's caught. Smith has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
We've set of downs from the 37. First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So first down from the 41. They go play fake with Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Now Hurts. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Catch is made in close. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Barkley will not score. The defense holds and stops him short that goal line. Looking quickly here. From the pistol, Hurts. Catch made. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's keeping it, got to get it forward. And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, on for Dowdle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Trying to get in with the option here. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That's a caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the counter, Dowdle trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their 1st one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely.
Has room down the left sideline. It's inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
They're going for this. Buying some time right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
you in the defense, not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Barkley again here on seconds. Oh, he drops a cut to the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Get it! Viking 18! Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Headed out right. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer.
I'll air it out on 3rd. He gets this one to Freiermuth. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cowboy, Mustang 19.
He's going to throw it again. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Cup 19. Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. All set to go now from the 35.
7 35-yard line. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Lays out, what a catch! And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Toward the sideline and cut by Wilson. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
60 by 6.
Throwing it again here. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Get it. 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. Go.
The final throw before the break. Intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field. Whether it's on a kickoff, going 100 plus for a pick six. Wow.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, Rodney.
Back to the air following that pick six. That's low and bounces short of his man.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Come on.
He takes off with it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they pick him off again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles have it now on his 8th pick of the year. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing. You see that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Great.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Great.
They're going to run with Barkley. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Devontae Smith. A 2-yard pickup brings up
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith again. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Elliott connects there. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Back to throw now. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Come on, set! Bronco 80, Cup 19, Cup 19! Panther 11, Panther 11! Let go!
3rd and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to...
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. A pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody